What's up, guys? How we doing today? Hope y'all are doing fantastic. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Osight S red dot optic. Paid $249 for it. I know that's probably too much, but I got it on a tool truck, believe it or not, that comes into my work, and he just happened to have him sitting there. I was like, oh, he's going to start getting into selling guns and stuff, and ammo, and he's waiting on his federal FFL to come through. But anyway, that's beside the point. But anyway, I just saw these sitting there, so I bought them, and he lets me make payments, so that's why it's a little bit more willing to pay a little more for. But I'll leave links below. I'm sure you can find these way cheaper on Amazon or whatever. But it's pretty cool, and I know everybody has their opinions on Olights. Some people like them, some people hate them. It's like pretty much anything. You've got your lovers and you've got your haters. But I'm gonna try it. I've been looking for a red dot for my Hellcat Pro. This is clean for you safety nuts. It is clean, but I've been looking for a Optic. This is Optic's ready, and this is supposedly supposed to just fit right on it. So we're going to take a look, and we're going to see. I'm not going to put it on it right at this moment, but I'll put it on because it takes a little bit of time, but it's something that I will do, and then I'll come back on and show you what it looks like with it on and show you if it fits and all that good stuff. But there's been a few things with it that, like I said, I've been looking for a red dot. My eyes aren't the greatest anymore to pick up my irons. I can still shoot it with irons pretty good, but everybody's going to red dots anymore, and I've been kind of looking for one. I've been just waiting to pull the trigger on something, but haven't quite got there yet. But anyway, first thing we're going to look at is the actual sight itself. How about that? We'll get into all this other nonsense over here a little later, but here's the sight. Can't really see the dot in there yet. I don't think it's turned on. Let's see. A plus. There we go. Let's see. It doesn't seem to want to. Doesn't seem to want to kick on. I mean, I can kind of see something in there, but I don't see a dot. Maybe it's not charged. But this is your little charger, which is kind of neat because you can just you don't have to take it off to change your battery. You just drop that on there and it charges up. Yep, it's not really fully charged. It's only like 2 dots, and that's kind of cool. It shows you where your charge level is. So there's still a little bit of charge in it, but there's not really. Now I can kind of see a dot, kind of. Oh, there it is. I saw it. Yep, there it is. I see the dot. I don't know if the camera can see it. There it is right there. See, there's the dot. And it goes to 2 MOA, I think. It's what it said it goes up to. Yeah, it's a 2 MOA dot with a 32 MOA circle. So it can either be that, just the dot, or just the circle. Well, that's kind of cool. But most people, I figure, would just probably use just the circle. But there's your dot. Like I said, I'm going to be putting it on. I'm going to be actually installing it onto my Hellcat Pro, and it looks like it should fit right on there without really any troubles. But that's where I'm going with it. But anyway, we're going to check this thing out. It looks like you've got your elevation and your windage. It does have a little sights right there that you can kind of use if you want to just use your sight. Picking up well now, and you can go down, smaller, bigger. Like I said, my eyes aren't that great anymore, so I had to pull the trigger on a red dot. And then somehow, I think if you double click it, double click it to get the circle or something. Somehow you can get the circle on it, but I don't know how to do that, but we'll have to figure that out. But for now, let's get it on the charger. Let's get the charger going. And this is USB Type-C, so pretty much any cell phone charger now will work. I don't know what the heck this is. There's a little button right there for something, but well, that shows you how charged this is. So this isn't very charged either. So we got to get, but we're going to let that sit there for a minute. Well, we'll come back to that here in a second, but that's all your equipment. Here's this is probably your cordage and your other pieces that you need to see. There's a charger cord, which we probably have hundreds of these laying around. It's just, like I said, a Type-C with USB, which is nice that it's that style. That way you're not having to change batteries out in it all the time, which they last a while, so it's not like you're, okay, there's something else up in here. What is it? Okay, we got a tool. That's nice. Comes with a little tool. Comes with your little Torx head tool. A little flathead screwdriver. That'd be nice to, when it comes down to installing it, so you don't have to go and track down the tools. It comes with a lanyard, which I don't know what the heck the lanyard would be for. I would guess for the charger piece. Yeah, just go in that little hole right there. You got yourself a lanyard. And it's cool. It comes with that little guy there, because some people, it's hard to thread your needle in things like that. But so you just kind of slip it through there, and you got yourself a lanyard for it, which I don't know for sure if I'll use it. I might. Maybe it's kind of nice, stretchy. I might use it for something else, but you never know. I might put it on there, but I do like it. It's cool. And like most things, I know people like to have torture testing done with it, which I'm not going to do a torture test simply because I buy these myself, and, it wasn't given to me to torture test. So it's not something I'm just going to go out there and beat up just because I can. And this is what is this? This is a little, it's a little bag and a cleaning cloth. A cleaning cloth and a little bag to put your cord and your jumper and your charger pack in, which, man, who's going to do that? But it's a nice little gesture, though. Give you a little Osight bag. And then this is a screw pack, a screw kit, which it's kind of ripped open already. I kind of tore it open trying to find out what the heck was going on with it. It's trying to see all the screws, but it comes with different sizes of screws, different types, different sizes, which is kind of cool. And a nice little cool little box there for some things, but it's different kind of screws because they're supposed to fit pretty much any gun, any of these styles. So hopefully it fits this one, because I've heard the Hellcat Pro only takes like a few different types of options for these, but we're gonna see. Hopefully it just screws right on like it's supposed to, because those screws are different. We'll have to take this plate off and see. Maybe I'll stick it on there real quick. Let's see what we got. Give me 1 sec. All right, it did bolt right on, so that's kind of cool. I know, like I said, I know everybody has their take on Olights, And I have seen some reviews on these, so it's, and where they have done torture tests on it. And they seem to hold up pretty good, but, you know, like I said, it's, but now I got to go get it all zeroed in so that it's, so that if I do have to use it, I can, and it's not going to affect anything. Seems like it cycles good. And if you want to use the, and if you do get one of these for the Hellcat Pro, you're using the M4s, the shorter ones. So those are the ones that it takes. And this little tool works pretty good. This little tool here works actually quite well. Tighten them up just a tiny bit more. You don't need them super duper tight. They do come with some Loctite, so they tighten up pretty well. So there we go. Now there's no more light underneath it. Didn't quite have them in all the way tight. But you want to get them in there nice and snug so you don't lose your zero and all that good stuff. It seemed like it was way high. Because I would imagine they should come fairly zeroed, but it seemed like it seems like it's way high. I guess that one seems okay. It just seems like it's, when I'm looking through it, seems like it's, well, we'll see. I'll have to take it out to the range and see what, get it all zeroed in, and I have to practice a new way of sighting it in. I was getting my irons down pretty good, but I was getting pretty good with my sights, but with my irons. But like I said, my eyesight's not the greatest anymore, so it's kind of getting a little tough to see. But anyway, like I said, that's the video. Appreciate you. And I'll do some more follow-ups on this as I've been going, just to let you know how it's been holding up over time. Anyway, appreciate y'all. YouTube stuff, like, subscribe, comment, link will be below. Like I said, you can probably get one way cheaper on Amazon than I paid for this one. And I'll leave, like I said, I'll leave some links down there, just to kind of let you know. But anyway, again, appreciate you, love you. Do the YouTube stuff, click the links below, and we'll see you in the next one.